What are some things that what are some maybe a piece of advice that you have for someone who's struggling in the corporate world? Maybe it was you, someone who's in business school right now watching and is like struggling. Like, what could you say to them at this moment where you were when you were?
Well, the first thing I would do is invite them to pause and breathe. Right? And just create a little bit of space for some quiet. And if I'm leaning forward right now, and you can see the bags under my eyes.
I can't. You're beautiful.
Just like pause and breathe and like lean back and just relax for a moment. And then ask the question, like, what am I trying to accomplish right now? Why am I doing this? How does this serve me? I often didn't take a moment to breathe and ask myself the question. I love to talk about the opportunity cost, right? I have 24 hours in a day. How is what I'm doing right now going to serve me? How is this hour of time? And what would I rather be doing? And help clarify like that I'm choosing to sit here doing this thing and I'm foregoing doing that other thing. Had I asked myself that more, I might have eaten more food. Right? Like when I'm in my work mode, I just lose track of time. I don't eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh wait, like what is so important to me now that I can't stop and grab lunch and like have a conversation with a human being? Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes just by slowing down, you invite opportunity for focus and clarity. Right? So now, like when I walk around, I'm not on my phone. When I walk around outside, I focus on like breathing in the fresh air and saying good morning to strangers. Sometimes they look at me like, why is this lady talking to me? But 9 times out of 10, they actually just smile and say hello or nod and acknowledge me. And it's like, yeah, I see you. I'm moving about my day. I'm just noticing what's happening and really just practicing mindfulness, being aware in the present moment without judgment. So that
you have such a strong presence.
Huh?
It gives me chills. When you did that, we were like, when you answered the question, it's just like your presence is just so strong and so felt, even though we're across the country right now. Nuts.
Yeah. So much. So I learned so much so much opens up for me when I just give myself a moment to get quiet and to calm my mind and just think about how do I feel right now doing all this stuff that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And how does it serve me? And do I want to keep feeling this way? A lot of the work that I do with my clients is recognizing that the thoughts and feelings and feelings and emotions live in your body. And so much of our time we're just here. And so like, hey, how do you feel? And good, great, and accomplished aren't feelings.
For the high achievers out there.
Right? Yeah. Fine, not a feeling.
Yeah.
And the more we can connect with how we feel in our body, it informs then how we want to think about stuff, right? But it originates first in our body. I talk more about how I feel in my body than I ever did.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm developing that intuition.
Hearing like the numbness that we were kind of taught to be okay with. Like how much we've numbed ourselves. When you said fine is not a feeling, that really opened me when I hear people say, yeah, I'm fine, how are you? But then wait, how are you? How are you feeling? Wow, that's crazy. just realizing like those interactions with the person who served you coffee, the waitress, and the person that you walk by. How are you? Fine. How are you? Good. And not really checking in, going through the whole day seeing people and still not feeling. How lonely that can be.
Yeah. But it's hard to connect with others if you're not connected with yourself. If you're not asking yourself those questions, then you won't even notice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.